Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martins here with your outlook for the weekend, January 6th and 7th, 2018. We're going to have another day in the freezer today. Today might be actually the worst day, even colder than yesterday, which is hard to believe. It's been just ridiculous, but the winds are still going to be coming out of the northwest, 10 to 20 miles per hour with occasional gusts to 30. And dangerous wind chills will be around for most of the day. High temperatures today will, in some areas, not get out of the single digits up here in the northern sections, but maybe 10 or 10 to 15 from the central areas to the south. So that's the air temperature. The wind chill temperatures, of course, will be much colder than that. So do bundle up and be careful when you're out today. The winds will not be as high as yesterday, but they will still have an effect on your skin if you have any exposed skin. So please be careful. We do see the light at the end of the tunnel because we do have high pressure moving in from the west. This will come in here on Sunday. It's going to be right over top of the region. So bright sunny skies won't be as cold. Actually, we'll feel a lot warmer because the winds will not be a factor at all. We're expecting winds out of the west-southwest 3 to 6 miles per hour on Sunday. So it'll be much much more bearable, even though the high temperature will be in the upper teens to low 20s across the region. So this is going to be, it's going to feel like a heat wave, but it's going to get even warmer than that. This cold is going to continue to disappear. As we get into Monday, we're going to have temperatures rise a little bit more. We're going to get closer to the freezing mark for highs in many locations, but I think a lot of areas will stay below freezing northwest of I-95. It's just you might be a tick or two above as you get southeast 95, and it's just in time for this little weak system moving in from the west. Now, the trend on the guidance has been to keep this pretty weak. So, thankfully, even though there's a little bit of warm air advecting in the mid-levels here that could change this over to some icing here, this is just light precip here. You can see very light stuff. So we're not talking about a lot of accumulation or ice accrual, but we do have ice showing up in some parts of the area. And that would be right here, just northwest 95 is where the GFS is focusing on. Different models have different projections with this. Actually, the European model is really not thrilled with this. Keeps it a little bit colder, it keeps the ice part out of it, and you're just talking about a few maybe light snow showers that really don't amount to anything. So again, this is very light. We're going to keep a close eye on this over the weekend. But right now, this does not look like a huge deal. Okay, this is basically a frontal passage, and you have a little bit of warm air advecting out in front of it that could give you some icy spots. It doesn't take much ice to cause problems, though, so that's why we're going to keep a close eye on that just in case. But that does move out. This is looks like mainly an afternoon and evening deal, and then that moves out pretty quickly. And then behind this on Tuesday, we stay kind of on the milder side of freezing. So again, the warmer air is going to be coming in here, but it's not going to be warm necessarily. Still stuck in the 30s here on both Tuesday and Wednesday, but we are mostly sunny on Tuesday and then partly cloudy here on Wednesday. Now, toward the end of the week, we're going to turn a little bit more mild as the winds start coming in from the southwest, and we start to erode some of this cold air that's been around for so long. So we have a chance for a couple showers here later in the day here on Thursday. You can see that here. I'm really not too confident. This was a kind of a low chance forecast for showers on Thursday. Probably just ends up mostly cloudy. Maybe a chance for a passing shower, but this would be rain showers. So you're going to be talking about temperatures that are going to be closing in on the 40-degree mark or higher both Thursday and Friday. And then another system is going to come in behind this, and depending on the track of this, it looks like right now we're going to be on the warm side of this. You can see an area of low pressure right here. But depending on the track of this, if this does continue up in this direction like this, we are going to be the warm side of things, and that is going to be rain. But if it does shift a little bit further east, and this instead have the low pressure right here or something like that, and then coming out like this, that's going to be a snowy solution for the interior. Of course, how much is the devil's in the details with that. We're going to worry about the track first, and once we get the track down, we'll start figuring out what kind of precipitation type and for who and for what and how much and all that stuff. So this is talking about next Friday. So we got a ways to look at this yet, and different models are handling this differently as well. Here's another trailing system the GFS has begun. You see what it's doing is cutting right over the area right here. Get back to that image. See, it's cutting right to our west, and so we're on the warm side of things. So the interior, though, gets a pretty good snow event out of this, and this would be on Friday. I was looking at Thursday before. This is Friday. All right, so we're going to watch that time period Thursday into Friday. Again, any changes to this, if this is not tracking over extreme eastern Pennsylvania and New Jersey, and it's, say, down here, it doesn't take much. Just this being down here takes all this stuff that's up here, all this snow, and shifts it down to the southeast. So it won't take much for that to happen. We're just going to watch this throughout the week. That's not a set forecast at the end of the week, but it does look like, though, this is going to be your last chance at getting anything in terms of wintry precipitation for a while. We are going to be heading into a January thaw period once we get to the middle of the month and beyond, and this could be a quite an extensive period of mild temperatures. So as far as wintry precipitation goes, this would be your last chance, I think, for a little while. At least through the end of the month. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martich. That is your outlook for the weekend, January 6th and 7th, 2018. Have a great Saturday and Sunday.